Good day, dear friends, welcome back. This is video 3 of getting the basics right, the solution to scoring good results in mathematics. In this video we will be looking at squares and cubes specifically. We said that when we work with squares and we need to find the area of a square, we will say side multiplied by side, also known as side squared. When you look at the square being given as a 3 by 3, we see there's 9 squares. How did we achieve this? We said 3 squared is equal to 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Now squares, a learner should know from 1 squared up till 20 squared is equal to 20 times 20 is equal to 400. And for all the answers that you achieve, you will say that the square root of 400, the root is 20. The square root of 225, the root is 15. The square root of 144, the root is 12. And this is what a learner should know. They should know this well, because when you get to grade 10, you have to do the difference of squares. And if you don't know what the square is, it's difficult to answer this. All the answers that will be asked will be dependent on these first 20 squares that the learner needs to know. This flows over into grade 11 and in grade 12. Just something to be cautious of. When I work with negative numbers and I square this number, there's 2 ways of squaring. It will be negative 1 all squared, or it can be negative 1 squared. When we say negative 1 all squared, meaning everything in the bracket must be squared, that means negative 1 multiplied with himself, which is negative 1. But when we say negative 1 squared, that means negative 1 times 1. Only the 1 is being squared and not the negative as well. So where a learner has negative 6 all squared, the answer will be 36. But negative 6 squared, the answer will be negative 36, because it's negative 6 times 6. Now when we get to cubes, we understand a cube is an object with a length, a breadth, and a height that is exactly the same. Because the length, the breadth, and the height is the same, we call it side by side by side. This means that 5 cubed is equal to 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. And the numbers that should be known, 1 cubed up till 10 cubed. These answers is the same then as we did with squares. The cube root of 1000 is 10. The cube root of 343 is 7. So the cubes that needs to be known is 1 to 10. The cube roots, because this in grade 10 goes over to the difference of cubes and the sum of cubes. If the learner knows the numbers, they will identify them quickly as cubes. So if I look at 1 cube, it will be 1. 2 cube, meaning 2 by 2 by 2 height. So that means there's a level of 4 and another level of 4 that gives me 8 cubes. 27 cubed means 3 times 3, so there's a base of 9. There's 3 bases of 9 because it's going a height of 3, so therefore it will be 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 27. Now when we get to 4 cubed, it is 4 by 4, which gives you 16, and 4 levels of 16 gives you 64. The same will be said for 5 cubed. 5 by 5 by 5 will give me a total of 125. Once again, something to be cautious about. When I work with negative 1 all cubed, it means negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. When I work with negative 1 cubed, it means negative 1 times 1 times 1. Only the 1 is being cubed, not the sign. So difference between negative 7 cubed and negative 7 all cubed is that negative 7 cubed means negative 7 times 7 times 7, which is negative 343. And negative 7 all cubed is negative 7 times negative 7 times negative 7. Here we find the answer is the same, but the method of calculation, there's a huge difference between the two. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.